this workout with a little warm-up. I usually warm up for about 5 minutes on the elliptical, treadmill, Stairmaster, whatever I'm feeling like doing. Here I'm just running at 3.5 incline at the speed of 6. And then you're gonna move into stretching. You're not really doing long hold stretches. The reason for that is it tends to have a sedative effect on your muscle, and you don't wanna do that before a workout. It's better to do long hold stretches after your workout. We're gonna be starting with a Smith machine squat. You want to have your stance a little bit wider than your shoulders and your toes turn slightly out. This is going to recruit more of your glute muscles. I only have 25-pound weights on the end of each side. I don't know why, but this machine, it seems to have more resistance. I don't know if it's because it's brand new or what, but I didn't go too heavy here. You want to make sure that your knees are not crossing over your toes. You don't want to get a knee injury. That'll put you out of a lot of things. You're going to be doing 4 sets containing 12 to 15 reps. Keep your core tight and your chest up and out. You really want to try to push through your heels because that is going to recruit more of your glute muscle. Next, we're moving into what is called a goblet squat. I used to think it was called a goblin squat. So I just grabbed 2 15-pound dumbbells. The way that they're positioned is they're kind of resting on my shoulders a little bit. You're gonna have your feet shoulder width apart, and you're just gonna push your hips back, and then you're gonna drive up through your heels. It's okay if your knees come out a little bit, you just don't want them to collapse inwards. So you're gonna be doing 4 sets of 15 to 20 reps. Next, you're gonna be doing a stiff leg deadlift with dumbbells. I'm using 25-pound dumbbells here. So when you think of stiff leg, you think like stiff leg, but you don't want to hyperextend to where you're like hyperextending your knee. That's going to injure you. So there is a very, very slight bend in your knee, and you're going to drop down and go as low as you can until you feel a stretch in your hamstring, and you're going to try to focus on pulling with your hamstrings and your glutes, pulling the weight up. You're going to be doing 4 sets of 20 reps. The next exercise is a split squat. It is going to be performed on the Smith machine. I have 25-pound weights on each side. What you want to focus on here is that, again, your knee is not going over your toe. You're stabilizing with your back leg, and your front leg is doing most of the work. You're going to be doing 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. This is one of my favorite exercises for training glutes. I like that you can isolate one side so that, because a lot of times one side is stronger than the other. So it's nice to be able to isolate one side so that you don't have the other side overpowering. Next, we're moving into grabbing the weights hardcore. I mean, you really got to show them who's boss. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing is called a back lunge. I believe those are 15-pound dumbbells. I'm doing a back lunge, but I'm stepping a little bit to the side when I step back, so not directly back. There's a thing called a curtsy lunge where you step a lot further to the side, but this one, I just kind of wanted something in between. When you step back forward, you're not going to push really hard with your back leg. You want your front leg more to pull you up. I usually like to do this exercise with a straight barbell across the back. That distributes the weight more towards the back, so that's what we're working on, and that's where we want most of the tension and weight to be. This next exercise is a single leg stiff leg deadlift. So you're going to start with one leg forward. The other leg is going to kick back as you lean forward. You want to act as though your hip is the only hinge point that is moving. 4 sets of 12 reps. This is a really good exercise for isolating each hamstring individually. You'll definitely be able to tell which hamstring is stronger after you do each leg, which is good because we don't want uneven hamstrings, just like we don't want uneven butt cheeks. If this is your first time doing this exercise, I would do it with no weight just to see where you're at in strength, and if you can, move up in weight maybe to 5 or 7.5 pounds. This exercise requires a lot of focus and balance. Moving along to my favoriteest glute exercise of all time, you're going to lower the cable down to the bottom, and you're going to use this, and you want the strap to be right at the arch of your foot. So you're going to prop your working leg up like a flamingo, and you're going to bend slightly forward, and what you're going to do is basically just kick back like a ninja. Like you're gonna kick somebody in the nads or something. This exercise is actually a lot harder than it looks, so start out with light weight, but you really want to push back hard, squeeze at the top, and then control back down. Kick back as hard as you can, hold it at the top, and then bring it back down. You don't have to hold for long, it's just like a, quick hold. For this exercise, you're going to be doing 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps. I hardly ever do cardio on leg days. It's a hard day and you're already working really hard, sweating, and you probably got a little cardio in anyway.